Whew. Hey YouTube, this is Yugioh Fire here, guys, a deck profile on a new variant of Yosenjus, and I'm still currently working the side deck, but of course for the side, I am running, well, I'll tell you the side later. So for the main deck, you run the staple free common 1, my bad. He's basically the compulse of the deck. Free common 2, he attacks direct, and then your opponent only takes half, but it's a good combo with the combo freeze. When an Yosenju attack, you get to add a Yosenju card. It doesn't matter if it's a monster, a spell, or a trap. And sorry about my nose, guys. My nose is very stuffy. 2 Sujic, because I think freeze a bit too cloggy. And of course, the last one, L, he's basically like a wall for Yosenjus. Like, if they will be destroyed, you're like, no, I'm going to destroy this and protect everything. So yeah. My nose is very stuffy today, guys, so my bad. And now for the new stuff. Free Fire King High Avatar Garunix. Did I say that right? Fire King High Avatar Garunix, yeah. And 2 Yaksha. You guys don't know what Garunix does. Every time he's destroyed by a card effect, he gets to come back to next standby phase. Doesn't matter if you're standby phase or your opponent's standby phase, it just comes back during every standby phase. And the best thing is that he has like a dark hole effect. It destroys all our monsters on the field except for himself. It's amazing. And when he's destroyed, you get, by battle, you could special summon out an area Fire King, and that's that. And when he's destroyed, you destroy 1 card in your hand. That means if you have another Garunix hand and you destroy that Garunix, it sends it to the grave, and then since it was destroyed by a card effect, you get to bring it back. It's pretty good. And now for the spells, triple Onslaught. For those of you that don't know what Onslaught does, it's basically like a Cyber Dragon spell in a way. Because if your opponent controls monsters and you don't, you can special summon out a Fire King, a fire monster from your deck. But it's only for fires. The bad thing is that your Yosenjus are winds, but you only summon out the Fire King cards. In this case, you would summon out Garunix. But it's destroyed at the end phase, but that's good though, because once destroyed, you can bring it back to the next standby phase and destroy every other monster. In other terms, that means your opponent's monsters. It's pretty good. Of course, it's good too, because if you summon Garunix, and then you can just summon out a bunch of Yosenjus. The staple, triple tanky. Two Dark Hole Margeki. 2 Duality. Terraforming. You'll see why in a second. I run Terraforming because of this card, and it's actually pretty good with Garunix. And that's the seal for her calculus. It's actually pretty good. As once it's destroyed, you destroy all special. No, when it's activated, you destroy all special summoned monsters you controlled. Well, you control. That means Garunix. Well, you say you activate this during your main phase 2. You destroy Garunix, and then the next standby phase, Garunix effect will go off, and then destroy every monster. And the good thing is that this can't be destroyed only once though. I think so, right? Yeah, once returned, it can't be destroyed by card effects, but the good thing is that all monsters gain 500 attack points in defense. Right? Is it defense? Yeah, in defense. No, it's just 500 attack, which is pretty good. And finally, the last 2 is MST. And finally for the traps, triple Phoenix Chain, 2 Mirror Force. I was debating on 3, but I think 2's good enough for now. Because you'll probably just be destroying everything anyway, so who cares. Vanity's Emptiness, pretty staple in every deck. Green Destruction, Warning, Torrential, and finally Bottomless Travel. That's it for the main deck, guys. And for the extra, deck, I'm going to be adding in 3 Stardust Dragons because I side deck 3 Starlight Road because it's pretty good. Because most likely, because if you're going to do a mirror match with Yosenjus, Starlight Road is a good card. Because, you know, since if you are in a mirror match with Yosenjus and you side deck Starlight, your opponent will probably most likely be using Dark Hole, Regeki, well, and Torrential and Mirror Force. So, like, that's a good side deck card if you guys go into your mirror match with Yosenjus and you're using Yosenjus. So, your opponent activates like Torrential, Mirror Force, or something. You just start it, road, negate it, and summon out Stardust. So, I'll be adding in 3 Stardust Dragons. So, yeah. I also do side deck 2 of the secret moves, sorry. And I side deck 3 Fossil Dyna because it's amazing in this deck. So anyway, the extra decks: Gemknight Pearl, Gaga Samurai, number 50, one of free, Gaga Cowboy. This gone up in price a lot. Number 80, Diamond Dyer, Abyss Dweller, Dark Rebellion, 1-1, and Ouroboros. And of course, I'll be adding in 3 Stardust Dragons. So these are the proxies. Well, I have them, but I'm just too lazy to grab them. So yeah. That's pretty much it, guys. The deck runs pretty good. Yeah, so I'll be in my extra deck. The last 3 cards are Stardust Dragon. I just need to grab them from one of my binders, and I'm good. I'm just too lazy to grab them right now. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Remember to like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy this deck profile. This deck's pretty good. I play tested it last night at locals. It did pretty bad against Shaddoll. It's very bad because I didn't get the right draws. But that's the one weaknesses of running these kind of decks. Is they're heavy trap loaded and heavy spells. You know, run a whole lot of monsters, so that's the bad thing about it. Like, you want the monsters in your hand. But in a couple of my games, I kept drawing stuff I couldn't use. So yeah, it kind of really sucked. And I wasn't drawing enough Yosenjus. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. Remember to like and subscribe. Comment below if you guys have any suggestions. And see ya next video. This is Yugioh Fire signing off. Peace.